Hey guys, and welcome to the channel. I'm Zemo, the dad in DPS, and we're back today with another episode of The Good, The Scrap, and The Script, a series where I review weapons I've found or made in Appalachia and see how well they do. Either way guys, don't forget to leave a like, a comment, and subscribe. So today's weapon is Drop Dead Fred, a instigating double power attack Warglaive. Now this does have the electrical damage mod on here, and this potentially is going to get buffed in the near future, the electrical damage part. So I'm not really sure if that's going to be the case. This video might be after the buff or before the buff. Depends on what I decide to do with my videos. Either way guys, we are going to see how this weapon works, and if it does get buffed in the future, then we'll explore that and discuss the different weapons in a later video. Either way, here comes the build. Now as I say in all my videos, this is not a build video. Take a screenshot, look at it now, that's your whack of it. Moving on. Now I'm going to start off the testing by saying we are using melee food buffs. Now you can see that was a legendary. He's dead. One-shotted by this thing. Like, you're seeing the damage we're doing. We're not even getting, like, the critical hit on their heads. And these guys are dying. Now that was with a power attack. Let's see how just a regular attack does. Yep, still dead. Still absolutely dead. As you can see, this weapon is, in a lot of cases, freaking overkill. Like, this thing absolutely annihilates Supermutants as if they were made from tissue paper. Hitting them for 1700 on just a basic hit and over 3000 on a actual critical hit. I don't even need to think about what I'm doing to their hounds. I just smashy away. And on top of that, in VATS, oh, that stunned me. In VATS, we hit them, and it's also doing, like, insane AoE damage. Like, where'd you come from? They get instantly one-shot in most cases. Granted, again, this is with food buffs, but to be fair, at this day and age, if you are not using food buffs as a melee user, then you are missing out, because tasty meat food buffs absolutely completely destroy everything. It doubles your damage, if not triples. It just brings out the biggest amount of damage you can possibly get. And when you have instigating on top of that, you are going to hit things for one big old hit and potentially just kill everything in your vicinity. Now, we are up against Jeff here, and what we're doing is we've put on some of the sneak-related buffs in order to try and get the maximum amount of damage we possibly can onto Jeff. Now, this could be difficult, this could be easy, we'll see what happens. Because if we get a good hit on Jeff, you're seeing we pretty much two-shotted him without getting that critical hit. This thing is not nice to the faces of enemies. And Jeff isn't weak. Now once again we have left the sneaky stuff on for the Mirelurk Queen for a multitude of reasons. One being that she is one big chungus of an enemy and I don't really want to, get hurt more than I need to. So what we're going to do is sneak up on her and let's try and get a solid hit onto her legs, because that's pretty much her weak point. So you're seeing we're getting like a third of her health. And this is where the damage sort of teeters out. Like, you are not going to get a lot of damage on a Mirelurk Queen in comparison. But you're seeing that that was a level 100 Mirelurk Queen, and with sneaking, we completely annihilated her. And with that, we go into the expedition to show you how it's going to do in here. Now, for some reason, most of these enemies have already died, but against the Elders, it is two-shotting them with a basic attack. Against the Thorns, it is, well, one-shotting them with a power attack. And we are doing some decent damage against the enemies that's in here. Against an Elder, yeah, one shot with the power attack. And this is the thing about this weapon, is it is stronger with the power attack there. You're seeing we're doing, like, just under 2k with just power attacks. Like, the regular Thorns, you're just able to just decimate them with the greatest of ease. And they're stronger than the humanoids in here. Let's be clear. They are stronger than the humanoids in here. Like, the actual regular humans just do not stand a chance against this weapon. Most humans in the game do not stand a chance against this weapon. You see, where if we get that headshot, they just completely crumple like they're made of tissue paper. This is just such a good weapon for general use, and when you want to AoE with it, you can just go into that mode and go for the full explosion, and if anything is nearby and in the radius, they will die. And this is the thing about this weapon. You could put Demo Expert on here, in theory, to get more out of the explosion radius kind of thing, but you don't need it. You don't need it at all, because 9 times out of 10, things explode. So that's today's video, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it. And what I'd say about this weapon is it makes a ton of enemies in the game trivial. Almost every single enemy in the game gets one-shotted by this damn thing if you're using it properly. And when it comes to the big enemies, you're seeing that even they don't last very long against it. And if you get a lucky crit or lucky headshot on Jeff, for example, it would have one-shot them for certain. It is just an incredibly ridiculous and fun weapon to use, and I would heavily recommend that if you haven't rolled some, that you do roll some. Either way, guys, don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe, and we'll catch you all next time in the Wasteland.
Through the dark, moonlight's dimly shedding, a shadow creeping. Feel your hearts entwining, a twisted mind, seeking prey to devour. In the dead of the night, he gains more power. His bloodshot eyes, the fire burning within, a predator lurking ready to commit his sin. He moves in silence, you can't hear a sound, chasing shadows, hunting till you're found. Chasing shadows, he's the hunter in the night. No escape from him.